Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here with you for a meditation a day. Today we are doing what we call meditation excavation. That's where we go into meditation together. We invite you to join us, and we just share with you the messages that Spirit has for us. So we're glad that you're here. Teri Angel, I'm thrilled that you're here.
So am I. Good morning, Ruth. I love meditation excavation. It's a fun time together.
It is. Okay, so let's just go into meditation. And Teri, I'm going to ask you to set the stage, if you would, please.
Absolutely. So, everyone, let's just take a breath in. The breath centers us, it balances, it connects us with our higher self and with spirit. So, just close your eyes if you can safely and breathe in deeply into your lungs. Allow that energy to flow in. And as we connect into spirit, I'm going to ask our angels to join us in this to help us ground and center and balance. So as you breathe, just breathe deeply into your lungs and release anything that's going on outside of this now moment where we are. And I invite in Archangel Raphael coming to us from the east. Archangel Michael coming in from the south. From the west, Archangel Gabriel helping us to have clarity today. And from the north, Archangel Uriel. And Uriel is going to help us take that breath that we're breathing in and watch it go all the way down the length of your body, going past the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and into the root. And as it enters the root chakra, just feel that energy strengthening your lower torso, going all the way down to your feet. And now let's envision those roots of our own energy field digging down into the earth, grounding into Mama Gaia, and see if there's an energy coming from the core of Gaia that wants to connect with you, to pull you in, maybe centering and focusing on that beautiful crystalline center. Maybe there's a crystal that's calling to you as you wrap your energy around the core of Earth. Just allow that centering and grounding to take place. Feel yourself starting to feel more relaxed, more in spirit than in body at the moment. And just let it take over and ground you into this energy and pull it back up through the bottom of your feet, up through the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and anchor it there in your heart. And let's all just take a moment to let your breath come back to just a normal rhythm and let your energy get ready for whatever spirit brings today, whatever we dig up as we look further into spirit, our guides, our angels, and we invite any of your spirit guides. We invite in Divine Mother. We ask God, our Creator, to oversee this time together that we're getting ready to embark on. So just let your spirit and your mind come together during this time. Just breathe. Ruth, out of all of that, I'm feeling Divine Mother stepping very close to all of us. She wants to be our guide today for this.
Yeah, thank you, Teri, so much for setting that stage. And welcome to all of the spiritual divinity, and we so appreciate your support. You know, Teri, we've got so many friends that are dealing with health issues right now.
Yes.
They're all being brought to mind. So I believe that this meditation is not just for us and those watching, but also for those friends.
Mm.
So we just hold them, each and every one, close and in highest regard, bringing them to spirit. And Teri also at the same time so aware of the energies from Mother Gaia. They came in strong and heavy this morning.
Yes. Yeah, they're showing me a vision of Raphael. You know how in a hospital ward where there's all these rooms and patients that are in there, there's usually a board that has the patient's last name on it. And that's what Raphael is showing me right now. Those that we're holding close, they're going through a physical challenge and emotional or mental challenge right now. I'm seeing names up on the board. So Raphael is inviting anyone who's struggling right now, whether you're going through that physical issue that's happening to a lot of people, or maybe there's things, emotional things that are happening. We're going to just offer you to put your name up on that board. Just use your vision, just see yourself writing your name so that Raphael has you there in that hospital ward, the spiritual hospital ward, where he can administer the beautiful healing energy. I see our names up there too, Ruth.
I'll welcome that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am seeing friends like laying in hospital beds, but they are being covered with, it's like ivy. So it's energy of the planet, is energy from nature, but it's healing energy. And we normally work with divine healing energy, so this feels different.
Yeah, this is more grounded in the earth and what the earth brings forth. We're given so much to help us just naturally. And I think that's why Divine Mother took the lead today. And she's going to help us to see what we need and what we have available to help us.
Harry, as you know, I've been called to spend a lot of time out in the garden and creating an atmosphere, a welcoming atmosphere of love and nurturance in my garden. It's really been kind of fascinating because I don't do that. So, um, what they've been teaching me is the energies of the plants and the rocks, that energy is in every single thing, but really connecting in with the energy of the plants and the oneness in energy with the plants. And they're showing me that right now. And I'm guessing that there is a whole lot of healing, teaching that can happen in connection with plants. And the folks that are into oils and crystals are going, yeah, of course. But
It all works together.
yeah, I haven't experienced that as strongly with living plants as I'm sensing right now.
Yeah, there's a powerful energy with the living plants. They do talk to us, they do give us messages, just like the trees. If you sit with a tree long enough and are quiet and listen, the trees communicate, and they have an intricate communication system going on with each other. Well, the plants do as well. So anything that comes forth from Gaia, it's sent up through the topsoil to bless us and encourage us. And sometimes it's just the beauty of the plants and just seeing how that alone, just gazing at a rose or another flower, can bring out such serenity and peace inside of us. So I think we're being told to listen to the plants as well as utilize them. They'll let us know if it's something that will be helpful to our health, either our mental health or emotional or spiritual or physical health.
And the oneness with all of the living creatures in your garden, whether it be a roly-poly or a daddy longleg. Okay, and they're showing me the grasshoppers, which I'd prefer to not, but
And the little ladybugs. Yeah, yeah, they're all part of nature.
the worms.
And they're glad that we're getting this. That's what I just heard. And, for I guess forever, when someone was sick and in a hospital room, just the presence of somebody bringing flowers in, it does something emotionally when you're in that mode of not being able to feel good. The flowers, the plants, nature coming into your arena is going to be so healing just in that. I never thought about that before. About I know we bring people flowers usually when they're sick, but it's the healing energy that's coming from that plant. That's the importance of bringing it.
And maybe instead of cut flowers, bring in a succulent or a living something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something that they can take with them when they get better.
I'm being reminded right now of our vole, Teri. We had
Mm-hmm.
I had a mole, which is like a mouse. It's about the size of a hamster that had fallen into my window well, and Terry and my husband and I, all three, worked on getting it out because we knew it was going to die if it stayed in there. And just that acknowledgement of seeing the value of that little life and helping it to escape.
Yeah, all of God's creatures deserve that chance at life. Yeah, it was a touching experience to just be praying for this little animal that was so helpless to do anything for itself, and to just want it to be have its freedom and to be happy and healthy. And we can do that with every life on the planet, human, animal, plant. Just use compassion from your heart. And those that are down, like we have several people right now that are struggling, send more compassion, send more love their way, because that's healing. It's a healing energy to give love.
Also, a reminder about the elementals. Not everybody believes in the elementals. But I'm being reminded right now that they exist, even if you can't necessarily see them.
Yeah, we can't see air, but we know that it's there going into our bodies. So just think outside the box. And I'm reminded of our meditation from Sunday, Ruth, where it was lose those expectations, lose the limitations, and just open up to possibilities.
Relax your boundaries, they said.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking me out to the side yard, Teri, where I've been working, and they're showing me all of the life that's happening right at the Earth's surface. We just think of them as bugs.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much going on there with the ants and, like we said, the ladybugs and the roly-polies and the little spiders, and they're all just doing their thing. They're being perfectly them. There's a comfort and a peace, a relaxation in them. I don't see them having these big worries that we have. They're just existing, just being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a knowingness that they are taken care of. And we are too. We have so much help from spirit. We have the angels and the guides and the elementals. We have all of these things we can connect into to really get back to who we are as spirit. And our spirit knows that we're not going through this life alone, that knows that we have a lot of support from the divine and also from each other.
Harry, I just wonder what level of consciousness they have. I mean, roly-polies know to roll up if they're afraid.
Mhm.
They all know to find food. Ants know to dig their tunnels and live as a community. I just wonder what level of consciousness is there.
Good question.
I mean, the vole clearly had consciousness. It knew to look in the window and seek help.
Mhm. It knew to take the food that you provided for it
Right.
so that it could have some kind of nourishment and hydration.
We know dogs and other animals have consciousness. I mean, they communicate with us all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, I think they're showing us a level of faith and trust that sometimes, we don't see in ourselves. Sometimes we're so focused on what's going wrong or things that are tripping us up with our challenges that we don't see the bigger picture, that everything that we need is right there. Mama Gaia gives us all the nourishment that we need. And I think that's a big lesson we can learn from all of these creatures, Ruth. They know how to get that nourishment. They know what's needed for them to survive. And sometimes we forget. We forget that we have it all. We have everything at our disposal.
Well, and then we've got the shadow side of that. I mean, if you read the news, there's, 500,000 people starving in Gaza.
Right?
Divine Mother. So I must have cognitively kind of asked the question. So what do we do with that? And Divine Mother just said, forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness.
Yeah, I think a big lesson with that also is how compassionate are we? How much are we paying attention to our fellow beings? And can we do anything to help? Sometimes all we can do is pray, but sometimes there's more that we can do. We really dig into our hearts and see if that's our path, see if there's something that we can do to help each other. You know, we have a lot of homeless here in the States. And how compassionate are we? Do we see them or do we look beyond them as if they didn't even exist? I think we all have to come to that place of how compassionate am I? How much can I give? How much can I help? Maybe just a smile helps to raise somebody's spirit where they can maybe look to see if there's something more in life than just giving up. I think the lesson from the bowl was all about compassion as well, Ruth.
Mhm.
And the vole's not able to say thank you. So it's not about even receiving acknowledgement for any deeds that we do to help others. It's what happens inside when we do the acts of kindness.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a piece here about seeing the healing benefits that the earth provides in so many different ways. And praying that the earth be able to provide.
Yeah. And a part of that is us looking out for the earth, doing our part to make sure that it's going to be here for other generations to come, keeping it healthy, just like we would a child, not being destructive with it.
So, this meditation is about awareness, I'm getting. I guess take time out of your day to slow down, listen to things you wouldn't have thought to listen to. Really connect in with nature. Hold others in love. that they can be healed by the gifts of nature. Whether it's rain, food, cloud cover,
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's about awareness, and that takes some soul searching sometimes, which means sitting in quiet and listening. We're so busy sometimes talking and expressing to spirit what we want, what we need, but just listening, we're going to get everything that we need to understand what this life is all about. So just, I think it's an encouragement to get deeper in touch with who you are as a spirit being. Take that time every day. Just sit and ask, what do I need to know today? What would you have me do today, God? And just listen. The listening is so important. Listen to the plants and listen to the trees and just let that healing energy come into you.
yeah, relax your barriers. We keep getting that message.
Exactly.
Okay, well, interesting. Well, thank you, Divine Mother, and all of the other energies that presented themselves here today. That was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, friends, thank you for being here today with us, live or after the fact. The learnings are always there for each and every one of us. So take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon.
Bye, everyone.